Platforming games are interesting to me. Who gets entertainment from jumping around and collecting the same set of items? I tend not to play platforming games because they require the precision skills I don't have, or they can't hold my interest for very long. Well, this year during the Steam Winter Sale, I managed to get my hands on A Hat in Time, and I do have to say, if you hate platforming games like me, then you should go pick this up and have your mind changed. A Hat in Time was released on October 5th, 2017, exclusively on PC after having previously been a Kickstarter project. Made by Gears for Breakfast, the game takes inspiration from classic games such as Super Mario 64 and Resident Evil, as well as modern themes such as celebrities and modern humor.
Track record of getting angry and swearing on screen. Try not to use the P word, okay? Don't say P-E-C-K. The conductor is old-fashioned. He throws that word around a lot.
Like I said in the intro, even if you hate platformers, the game can still hold you to playing it through its character and humor. The game makes an impression right from the main menu, giving you a nostalgia from the old Mario 64 main menu screen. When you start a new game, the first thing you realize is that your character, otherwise known as Hat Kid, doesn't talk. The very odd thing that happens though is that the developers managed to make her interesting without her talking.
No? You shy? That's cool. You're a less...
The story is very simple and doesn't need much explanation. You're just trying to get home to your house and are interrupted upon your journey by the Mafia. Yeah, this game has some very interesting choices in character. Throw all your expectations of cohesion right out the window when you install this game. You have the Mafia on an island that has a very interesting layout, a dark forest with a spirit that always wants to make contracts with you, and a movie studio with a bird and penguin director competing over a movie award. Oh, and John Tron lends his voice to receptionists, so honestly, there's no shortage of interesting people to see and talk to.
Oh, hey, little chirper. They're recording right now, so no one's allowed in. You're only insured for bird staff. Letting you in would be a liability. Don't even think about sneaking inside.
Speaking of interesting things, time I talked about what the game is actually about. Jumping. The game never really feels boring because you never really do the same thing twice. The basic system is that you have 5 different hats that all lend themselves to situational things. One hat allows you to use springs to traverse an area faster while another makes platforms appear. All the hats have their uses and different looks you can unlock. The game has the typical movement system you've come to expect from platforming, so you have your jump, sprint, and leap. The platforming is fluid and the level design helps you get through it. The combat is basically hitting the attack key or jumping and hitting the attack key for a homing attack that can be implemented into the platforming. The boss battles in this game are some of the most unique ones I've ever seen. I can't remember the last game where I literally fought an outhouse with my soul in it. The bosses have unique attacks that all blend with their personalities and are genuinely fun to fight against. The jokes in this game never stop, and it's always a ride to see what they're going to make fun of next, like being dead inside.
Let me just smack this real quick. Whoops! Guess this all belongs to me now. Don't worry though, if you finish your tutorial, you'll have your...
The game took me around 5 hours to get to the final boss, but there's still a lot to go through. There are bonus levels and unlockable songs, hats, and outfits for your character. There's also the Seal the Deal DLC that was released that includes new levels and a hardcore mode that has harder versions of levels but also allows you to unlock new hats and outfits. The performance is pretty good. It always ran at 60 FPS but can tank in some large areas. Otherwise, the gameplay is really smooth. So, would I recommend this game? Yes. I would recommend this game to anyone. It's worth the $29.99 on the Steam store. The game is for literally anyone. It's not targeted towards a certain audience, and it's not a game for a certain age group. I'm RealllyBadGaming, and thanks for watching.
another one. Call me Hellboy, I got fire in my blood. Don't call me emo, don't call me Paul. I'm a vampire, bitch, I'm counting money.